be perfectly honest, I didn't expect to be hearing from you so quickly.
I understood you to say you wanted the Catholic annulment to get underway as soon as possible. And since the church tribunal won't even begin its proceedings till you file for civil divorce, I thought we'd better get at it.
Sure. I wasn't prepared for complaints and summonses this soon, that's all.
Do I detect a note of hesitation, Mr. Finelli?
Sadness, maybe.
Yes, of course. Even the angriest of my clients usually can't pretend they're happy to be here.
Thank you.
Well, I know you're very concerned about Mrs. Finelli's welfare. I can clearly see that.
Divorce law is a interesting profession for a young, attractive woman to choose.
You're suggesting that I might be better equipped to deal with the anger and disillusion and general pain of divorce if I were old and ugly?
Sorry.
Perhaps you don't know that I specialize in divorces for women, so my clients are by and large young and attractive. About 90% of my practice is female from the ages of 22 to 35.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. All I knew about you was that the Ryan, especially Frank, thought that you did a good job for Delia. I hope you don't object to a male client.
I try to avoid sexist attitudes from both directions.
Apologies again.
Shall I explain where we are, Mr. Finelli?
Please do, and call me Jack, huh?
Here are 2 copies of a divorce complaint stating grounds of cruel and inhuman treatment and a summons directing Mrs. Mary Maeve Ryan Finelli to appear in court at this date and time. 1 copy is for Mrs. Finelli. The original should be signed by her with date and time received indicated and then returned to me.
How does she get him?
That's what I want to talk to you about. Does your wife know you've begun divorce proceedings?
Not specifically, not yet.
Then I think you should tell her before the papers are served.
Sure.
Now you have a choice. I can have them sent over by process server, which is the usual procedure in cases where parties aren't speaking to one another. Or you can take them to yourself, which is far more human. And I think probably the situation calls for that.
Well, is that legal?
It's done all the time. Technically, it's usually preferable to have a disinterested party in case there's a question in the service if she refused the papers or if her lawyer found some irregularity. But I don't think we have to worry about that.
So if I explain the situation and serve the papers, I get it all over with at the same time?
Yes, you could do that.
Where does she sign?
The original on the back. Received, date, whatever time, Mary Ryan Finelli.
Okay. I'll stop by the Ryans this morning and think I can catch her before she goes to work.
You're sure you don't want to think this over for a day or so?
No. The longer we drag it out, the harder it's going to be for Mary.
You do understand that your chances of obtaining this divorce are very slim if she decides to contest it.
You made that very clear. I have to convince her that I want it and that I mean it. And I'm hoping that once that's clear, she'll just give up without a fight.
For the record, may I say, I'll be very surprised if you manage to convince Mrs. Finelli you really want this divorce.
Yeah? Why?
You haven't convinced me. Good luck.
week.
This is my life. Nobody's gonna take it away from me.
His family learns the truth.
This man is not our father. He's our father's twin brother.
Now the real Todd Manning
I lost 8 years of my kids because of him!
wants justice.
I'm gonna kill him.
Watch One Life to Live. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Jason, look out!
Happening now on General Hospital.
I think I know what's causing Jason's seizures. Do you remember Jason's original accident?
Where are you?
The first accident made him a ruthless killer.
Jason!
No one knows what will happen this time.
Wait, you wake up a different person?
Who will Jason be?
Say something.
General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC. Weeknights on SoapNet.
You do look good. Well, if you insist. How can I say no to you? You know my weakness real good. You're so sweet. You're so salty. Irresistible.
Giving in to snacks? There's a better way to satisfy your cravings twice a day with Special K. Enjoy something sweet and something salty and still stay on track. So go ahead and embrace snacking with Special K.
On today's show, keep your photos right at your fingertips.
Literally. Okay, can you zoom in on this?
Oh.
Okay, this is my boyfriend. This is my mom and dad. Robin, you okay? What you doing?
Oh, dealing with a slight underwear malfunction.
Oh, you need Hanes panties. They don't ride up.
Yes, please. Hey, wardrobe.
And now a word from Hanes. Hanes panties. So cute and they don't ride up.
As I get older, I'm making changes to support my metabolism. I'm more active, I eat right, and I switched to One-A-Day Women's Active Metabolism, the complete women's multivitamin, plus more for metabolism support. And that's a change I feel good about.
From One-A-Day, new Glade Decor scents have a stylish design and gentle fragrance that don't just scent a room, they inspire it. Let Glade make an impression in any room in your home. And enjoy great fragrance all day long. Get new Glade Decor scents and release the magic.
S.C. Johnson, a family company.
Bacon? Gotta get that bacon! Bacon?
Bacon?
Bacon!
Who wants a bacon streak?
Me! I get it myself, but I don't have some! Zum, yum, 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 yum. It's bacon! I love you. I love bacon, I love you.
There's no time like begging time.
Wanting a word with you. Oh.
Me too. That's why I'm here. So I fixed myself a fantastic breakfast while I waited.
Good for you.
Yeah, give me your coat.
Oh, thank you. Here, take this too.
Right.
Thank you. You haven't, by any chance, seen Delia, have you?
This morning?
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, she was up, dressed, and out before I even got up out of bed at 7 o'clock this morning.
Really?
Yep. Leaving little John asleep, telling near his soul. I just bumped into your father on his way up to the corner, and he said she hadn't come in when I was at church.
Well, I have no idea where she is. Do you want me to call Mrs. Shaw for little John?
No. He's fine, darling. He's going with his granddad up to the hardware store after they both get the paper. And, Delia will turn up, never fear.
Oh, yeah. So, how was Mass this morning?
Oh, a little less comforting than I hoped. There's a child sitting behind me with a case of the sniffles, and he sniffled his way right through the offertory. Until I had the presence of mind, of course, to turn around and tell his mother and give her a tissue, which, of course, didn't even offend her. She was obviously being driven as crazy about it as I was. Well, anyway, I was distracted. How are you?
Oh, better than yesterday. I'm kind of numb.
can't bring myself to believe Jillian did that to you, son.
I know.
Letting you go on thinking it was your baby. With Seneca right there and the two of them, knowing the truth. I can't believe that was the Jill, the good, brave girl that I've known since she was that high.
Well, there it is. I don't feel I know her either. And if I don't know Jill, who do I know?
Sometimes, son, we turn the people that we love into the people that we need them to be. And then when they don't behave the way we like, we feel let down by them. But I really don't think that's the case of you and Jill. I mean, if there was ever a reason to believe that you knew someone, it was you believing you knew Jillian Coleridge.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sad. I'm sad for you. Sad for her. I'm sad for the grandchild that I'd started to love and isn't mine after all.
And you're angry?
Oh, yes, that I am. And I feel a bit cheated. Which clues me in as the way you must be feeling. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'd half expected you to think I was getting a little of what's coming to me.
Why?
For breaking the rules.
Oh, no.
I can understand why you feel differently. But to me, there were no rules that made any sense in terms of Jill and me. I knew what my marriage was at that point. And I couldn't believe that what was happening between me and Delia was worth more than what I shared with Jill. So we made our own rules. And at the center of the whole thing was honesty with each other. Or so I thought.
One thing about the old rules, there's not much confusion as to what they are, huh?
Aye.
Yeah. What's our Jillian going to do now? I mean, is she going to marry Seneca?
Oh, I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think she knows.
I go from being very angry with her to feeling awful sorry for her.
Well, as someone I'm related to has been heard to say often enough, it's not all bad.
Oh.
At least you won't have to try to reconcile the idea of me and remarriage.
No, not yet, for a while anyway. Oh.
Mary upstairs?
Well, as far as I know, I mean, when I left, she was collecting herself.
Well, I'd like to see her a minute after breakfast.
Come in.
Jack.
Hi.
Good morning.
I should have called, give you some warning.
No, no.
It isn't exactly a social visit, and I didn't want to explain over the phone.
That's all right, Jack. I'm glad to see you. I like you. I like being with you. I want to be with you all the time. That's one of the reasons why I want to stay married to you.
Don't do that.
Do what?
You guessed it. I have to talk to you about the annulment. Now, don't make it any worse than it is.
I'll make it just as horrible as I possibly can. Thank you very much.
May I sit down?
To talk about an annulment? No.
Mary...
On the other hand, if your back hurts, why don't you take the chair?
Thank you.
So, sweetness, tell me what you've been up to.
I've been to the Chancery. Had a nice, fascinating conversation with the Father Richards. He'll be getting in touch with you shortly. You'll like him.
I loathe him.
Father Richards explained that I do have grounds for annulment, provided I can come up with a couple witnesses who remember hearing me say before our marriage that I didn't want children.
You don't have two witnesses.
That's what you think. But anyway, even though I have grounds, the Chancery won't begin annulment proceedings until I've started a civil divorce suit. So I went to see Ann Burney.
Delia's lawyer.
Well, you said she's good, and Frank said she's good, and I don't know anybody else. And Miss Burney agreed to represent me. She drew up a complaint, a summons.
Excuse me, darling. But would you mind telling me on what grounds in New York State you plan to divorce a faithful wife who's 6 months pregnant?
The complaint says cruel and inhuman treatment.
You're gonna tell them I beat you.
I'm hoping that you're gonna have sense enough not to contest it so the divorce can go through as quickly and painlessly as possible.
Painlessly?
As possible. Here.
What is that?
These are papers. You just sign it on the back to show that it's been received.
You know what you can do with that?
Oh, look, Mary, come on now, be reasonable. I don't want to send a process server over
A process server is reasonable? It's reasonable to sue me for divorce on grounds of cruel and inhuman treatment? You're being reasonable when you ask me not to contest it? You're not reasonable, Finelli. You're crazy.
I'm serving you with a summons.
No, you're not, darling. You're taking that summons and you're getting the hell out of here. I will not sign anything. I will not cooperate. I will not do anything to suggest in any way that our marriage isn't good and valid or that I don't love you and want to stay married to you.
You are so stubborn. You are so stupid stubborn. You are so determined to be right. It is so impossible for Mary, little American-Irish Princess Ryan, to ever admit that she's wrong about anything, that you're going to kill both of us, proving that you'll just never give up.
You think this is stubborn, Finale? You just try and divorce me. Then you'll see stubborn.
New relationships can be amazing,
This is where I belong.
but this week,
That was freaking unbelievable.
they're downright jaw-dropping.
How would you like to take on a partner? I'm in.
The twists keep coming.
You don't know the whole story.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
Huggies introduces a revolutionary new way to change a squirmy baby. Presenting Huggies Little Movers Slip-On Diapers. Just catch, slip on, and release. It's that easy. So if your baby does this, or even this, an easy change is now here. Try the diaper that changes everything.
What's the difference between eHarmony and dating sites?
eHarmony puts you together based on your personality, and it just makes you feel confident that it's going to work. And it did work.
Visit eHarmony today and review your compatible matches free.
Need a vacation?
From cleaning?
Try new Scrubbing Bubbles Active Scrub with Extended Clean. It's the cream cleanser with the water-activated formula that cleans for up to 4 days. We work longer, so you don't have to.
SC Johnson.
Join us for The Chew, a new talk show that's made fresh every day.
Wait till you try this.
With expert advice.
My favorite prosciutto comes from Iowa, but fortunately, they deliver.
Dish towels that make the perfect napkins for messy backyard barbecues.
The hottest trends.
Pulled chicken tacos from the Korean barbecue truck. Delicious.
And useful tips.
Smaller shrimp are less expensive and just as tasty in my yummy gumbo.
Join The Chew for a bite. Weekdays, coming Monday, September 26th, only on ABC.
So you say you haven't seen Delia. I don't understand it, Bob. She was up and out before I went to 7 o'clock Mass this morning.
Yeah.
Last time she did that was when she ran off with Roger Coleridge.
No, one thing I'm sure, she didn't run off with Roger this time.
When was the last time you spoke with her?
When I came by yesterday, I was on duty last night.
Well, was she all right?
Maeve, there's no sense in worrying.
What?
She's on edge about Pat and Faith, but I think she's going to use her head, face facts, realize Pat's made his choice.
About what?
I don't. No, we were just talking about your life and who you're going to spend it with. Actually, what we were talking about was Delia. Have you happened to see her?
No.
Well, will someone give me a holler? I'll be in the kitchen when she comes in.
Sure.
Yeah, right, mate. Pat, you don't really know where Delia is, do you?
No.
She's been pretty upset the past couple of weeks. With cause, I would say.
You know.
I know.
It's a mess.
Didn't I warn you? Didn't everybody warn you? Leave Delia alone, stay away from Delia. Anybody could see you were headed for trouble,
I know,
man.
Bob, and nobody is sorrier about it than I am.
Yeah, except maybe Faith.
I hope not.
Patrick, don't get me wrong, buddy. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for Faith. I'm sorry for Pat, and I'm sorry for everybody, and I'm sorry for Delia's baby and Delia. Why didn't you stay away from her, man?
It was a mistake, and I regret it.
So what are you gonna do?
I honestly don't know. I don't want to hurt Faith. I love her. I want to marry her.
It wouldn't work with Dee.
I know that.
The whole idea of you and Dee, that's wrong. I mean, if you wanted to marry her now, it'd be a worse disaster than Frank. The thing is, that's what she wants now.
I know that, too. And I can't. I'm not the same person she used to love. And she wants more than I can give her, and she can't understand why it's not there to give her anymore.
Well, if you know so much, why in the hell did you take her to bed in Boston?
Look, Bob, I care about Delia in a way I'll never care about anyone. I don't understand that myself.
Yeah.
But why doesn't matter. What's important is what happens next. And a big factor is that Delia is pregnant with my baby.
Yeah.
And how can I walk away from that? For that matter, how can I turn my back on Delia? She can't take care of herself, much less another baby. She doesn't even understand the kind of trouble she's in.
Oh, she understands, all right.
How long have you known about this?
Long time, Pat.
Did she do it on purpose?
Pat, Dee does things because she has to so much sometimes. It's not a question of doing it on purpose. I don't know, buddy. I can't tell you.
Has she told anyone else?
No.
Roger knows.
You thought the baby was his?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so for a while, too. Well, look, it may not be as bad as we think. She might have decided to take my advice.
What advice?
Patrick, she might be off someplace right now. Having an abortion.
Where?
I don't know where. I didn't suggest where. But she's been gone since 7 o'clock this morning, so it's a possibility. I just hope and pray she went someplace safe where they'll take care of her.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet. This summer, the party's on SoapNet.
We have a party to rock.
You will never take over my life.
Nothing is going to change how I feel about you.
Our love can't die, baby.
Oh, it is so on.
What? Shut up! And you won't believe who's coming.
You're back.
This is one summer shindig you don't want to miss.
I am ready to have the summer of my life.
Only on SoapNet.
I wanted to look great. Benadryl helped me lose 50 pounds. I lost 31 pounds.
I lost 40 pounds.
And I lost an incredible 37 pounds.
Lose weight and look great with Benadryl.
Uh-oh. Windex Multi-Surface lets you keep up with messes right when they happen. So you can put that Windex shine on just about anything. Get Windex Multi-Surface and keep up.
SC Johnson, a family company.
Hey, you kids almost ready? I got breakfast waiting for you. Woo!
Uh-oh. What? Mom's doing her exercise video again. When Mom's on a health kick, all of us are. And now she's made us breakfast. Uh-oh.
Eggo Nutri-Grain waffles. You know it's made with 8 grams of whole grain and is a good source of fiber. All they know is it tastes great. Eggo Nutri-Grain waffles. Simply delicious.
A marriage made in heaven is hell for everyone else.
Dad's new marriage could send her back to the bottom.
Stay away from my son.
Say I Do to the Young and the Restless tonight at 7 on SoapNet.
This week,
This is my life. Nobody's gonna take it away from me.
his family learns the truth.
This man is not our father. He's our father's twin brother.
Now the real Todd Manning
I lost 8 years with my kids because of him.
wants justice.
I'm gonna kill him.
Watch One Life to Live. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Jason, look out!
Time is running out for Jason Morgan.
Jason can't live with a ticking bomb in his head.
Happening now on General Hospital.
I think I know what's causing Jason's seizures. Do you remember Jason's original accident?
It just changed so completely.
Why are you?
The first accident made him a ruthless killer. No one knows what will happen this time.
Wait, you wake up a different person? It's happened once before. There's no saying it can't happen again.
I really want Jason to wake up. My Jason. The man that I know loves me.
And the surgery that keeps her fiancé alive
Having a foreign object this deep is dicey at best. We got a bleeder.
could make him a complete stranger when he wakes up. Who will Jason be?
Say something. Please, Jason.
General Hospital, weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.
He's not going to get away with it. Tell me he's not, Frank. Tell me I can stop him. He doesn't want a divorce, and he doesn't want an annulment. What he really wants is me all to himself, but he's too dumb to know it.
I suspect you're right about what he wants, but I know you're right about the divorce.
Are you sure?
Well, it's up to the judge, of course, some judge, and to a certain degree. But how's Big Jack going to prove cruel and inhuman treatment?
Well, I did talk him into living with Da for a couple of months.
Yeah, well...
Will you represent me?
You know I will.
Ah, thank you.
Sit down a second. Now, you're sure you really want to contest this?
Yes.
What if it turns out that he means it?
If Jack can convince me that he doesn't want me, that he really doesn't want to share a life with me, that he'd honestly be better off by himself, if he can truly make me believe any of that, I'll let him have his divorce. But until then, he's in for a fight.
Gonna have to do it the hard way.
Mrs. Finelli refused the summons?
Hey, get a process server over there right away, will ya?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. If she thinks I'm gonna back off, she's got another thing coming. Yeah, this is one time Mary Ryan's gonna have to face the fact that she can't have everything that she wants.
In Landview, rules were meant to be broken, and its residents will stop at nothing to get their way. Catch all the Landview shenanigans on an all-new episode of One Life to Live, weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.